What the fuck is that, bro?
This woman was on a cruise when she found some pretty creepy decor images.
Look at this guy. Here. Dude, my house, my apartment, the whole thing, bro. Dude, holy oh my god. My everything, bro. Holy
You know, I was stumped one day when the little boy asked, "Do you draw Mickey Mouse?"
I'm just kidding. I'm a weed.
Is it later? Walk back.
What's up, Dad? What's up?
What we need to do now is get focused. Stop. You're a problem.
Talk about a new fear unlock. I didn't even know that was possible.
What the I respect it.
No, I would be pissed off if it was my lawn.
Get out of there!
No! Oh my god. Vamos sorrir!
Acabou, só tinha um, né, cara? Pelo amor de Deus. Olha lá, ele tá levantando. Sai daí, cara. Sai daí, cara. Tá vindo aí, ó. Sai daí, cara. Ele vai fazer isso.
When you see videos like that, you can't help but not to feel sad for the elephants since they obviously in this territory. But videos like this really show how strong the elephant is.
Thank you, dear. Oh, look at the big one in front of us. Oh! Are you, bro? What the freak? What the hell? What the hell?
When were they going to tell us that lab-grown meat was approved by the FDA? Why are they approving this stuff for our health? And before people say, where's your sources, you can literally look it up. They literally approve lab-grown meat. It says, yes, the FDA has approved lab-grown meat for human consumption specifically. And they're already putting this in stores without telling people. Like, this is disgusting for real.
You know, they did that with GMO, and the reason why they said they didn't want to label it is because it would confuse the consumers. This was like over decades ago. Now we're doing lab grown meat. They need to label that stuff.
Is that in the sky? What the is that, bro? I'm just saying. What the is that? You okay? Hey, you okay? I'm actually fine.
This woman was on a cruise when she found some pretty creepy decor images on the boat. Images of young individuals with their eyes closed and mouth open. There were several versions of this throughout the hallways. In what world would a professional cruise line think this is good art to welcome anyone on board? So obviously it got people thinking, because it also almost looks like the children are screaming. It's really unnerving. And by this woman's reaction, she also felt very uneasy and scared. Guys, let me know if you want me to do some investigating on this cruise line.
That got more creepier vibes than the Denver airport. When your cruise ships start having art like that, I think it's time to get on another ship. And they need to say what ship that is so people can boycott it.
Bro, do y'all see somebody in this crib, or am I tweaking? Like, it was two bodies right there. I'm gonna just walk away. I don't know. But that's weird as f.
Annabelle done took out a paranormal investigator in Gettysburg. Paranormal investigator who helped lead the Annabelle Doll tour passed away in Gettysburg. The visit of the doll steeped in paranormal legend to Gettysburg ended in tragedy this weekend with the sudden passing of one of the national tour's lead organizers. According to the New England Society for Psychic Research, the organization behind the tour, Dan Rivera, 54, the lead investigator for the New England Society for Psychic Research and U.S. Army veteran, passed away unexpectedly on Sunday, July 13th, during his visit to Gettysburg. I'm sorry, what? The article goes on to say that 911 was called to a hotel for an unresponsive male. They performed CPR, life-saving measures, and unfortunately, he passed away. I don't know about y'all, but if the plantation burning down, the 911 lines going out wasn't enough of a sign to leave the haunted doll alone, I think this might be it. So take the doll back to where it came from, and leave it there, and leave it alone.
All these years he took care of it, but then when they decide to move it, which they shouldn't have did, when a doll is so haunted that when you touch it, bad things happen, I think it's time to get a different job. But RIP to that guy regardless.
What did she just say? Because this is hands down one of the nastiest things I've ever seen. And Oprah said it live on TV. And yet no one else is talking about this video. And honestly, I'm not supposed to show you guys this. But if you could stomach it, I'll show you. Now, to give you guys some backstory. In case you guys don't know who this is Oprah Winfrey. Literally one of the created her brand around this ability to ask thought-provoking questions to her guests. Questions that no one else would ask, but yet everybody was thinking. And that's how she grew popular and accumulating over $3 billion because of this skill. But because we were caught up in the accolades, failed to realize what truly goes on behind the scenes. Countless people have come out and speculated that Oprah really behind the scenes is cruel and just evil. And people will even go to the extent saying that Oprah works for the Illuminati. And sometimes it's obvious because of the things that she says.
I have said for years, if the abuser is any good, you won't even know it's happened. You will be in it and you won't even know it's happened. And if the abuser is any good, he or she is going to make you feel like you're a part of it. I mean, and nothing is more being a part of it than what we discussed earlier.
So did you have to groom her? Did she always have this body? Stand up just a moment, because no one saw you come in standing up. Now, this is what I call a body. Very good, very good. Are you about 5'9", 5'10"?
5'9", and I try to stay around 120.
When you look at it through today's eyes, when Oprah's like, stand up and show me your body, show us why you're worthy of being here.
Oprah Winfrey has been problematic for a long time. Fans are discussing her controversial moments after Cindy Crawford shared her feelings on their 1986 interview. Oprah objectified her and spoke about her in a dismissive way. It's a gross moment, and now Oprah's team is scrubbing the internet to try to protect her. So let's get into it. We've talked about Oprah before on my channel, but recently she's been trending for all the wrong reasons. Honestly, Oprah isn't this holy grail. She has had a problematic past before, which we've done a deep dive on, but recently Cindy Crawford called out Oprah for treating her like an object on her show, having her show off her body at the age of 20, which just kind of speaks to where we were as society at this time. Recently, there's a new documentary series that came out titled The Models, which I actually watched last night, and I came across this moment. Cindy has called out Oprah over their 1986 interview.
We all seen clips from Oprah's show where guests seem more like props than people. The fact that Cindy brought it up in a documentary about Marlon says a lot. It's not just entertainment moments like that stick with people for years. So many clips that I've showed on this channel that just shows that she just used people for profit.
Tell you that there's more land out there that you didn't know about, and you didn't believe me. But when I say I got your ass, oh, I've got your ass. Lost world discovered beneath the ice in Antarctica. Oh, you son of a b****. So these scientists started digging a hole 2 miles deep into the ice, and what they found was absolutely astonishing. There's a whole tropical land underneath the ice. So they're saying it comes in layers. You've got the thick ice, then you've got the lake, and underneath the lake, you've got the land. Now for a long time, we've been saying that in Antarctica, you can get to the center of the earth. And some people are saying, through that entrance in Antarctica, you can get to Earth's inner world, Agartha. Oh my days.
Assault in Las Vegas is about to skyrocket because Uno has officially been added as a table game at one of the casinos. In fact, Uno didn't just get added as a game. They opened an entire social club at the Palms Casino Resort and then filled it with branded stuff like pool tables, bowling alleys, bars, and even Uno-themed rooms. But the only thing I want to know is what game are they playing? Because I swear, if that dealer tells me I can't put a +2 on a +2, hands will be thrown. So the question is this a good idea, or is it just gonna end badly?
I think it's a fun way to get people who don't play poker and more complex games to play something simple. But yeah, people play by their own rules, so they need to 100% go by the official rules. I play Uno online sometimes, so I definitely can see a lot of fighting going down because of this game.
Where's Viv? Where's Viv?
Coming again! Coming again!
Could you imagine on your way going to work and then this flood like that is happening and you call your job and you be like, I can't come in today because the subway system is going to be super delayed. And they still ask you, what are you just going to be late? You can just get an Uber or something, but the whole town look like it's flooded. I don't know if that's just poor infrastructure or maybe New York just it wasn't thinking about floods when it was built. I don't know, but that is crazy. And what's going on with all the floods this year? I've never seen this many floods before. We're only halfway through the year.
Attention, attention, attention. There is another Mandela effect. Yes, it is. And I am sick and tired of jumping timelines when I know what I know from my past. Yes, this. Everybody knows that this is sherbet. Sherbert. No, they have been saying it is sherbet the whole entire time. When? When are we going to be told that we are jumping topics? Because this has never been. Never. It's always been sherbert. Sherbert. These Mandela effects got to go. So in my mind, I'm thinking this cannot be true. So of course I go Google it and I saw this over here. It says sherbet powder, sherbet stick, sherbet versus sherbet, sherbet cat. And I was like, you know what? Okay, we getting somewhere. I clicked on it and it said, did you mean sherbet powder? What? Sherbet. It's sherbet. It has always been sherbet. I know I'm not crazy. I know it because I know everybody has called it sherbet. This is not a family mistake. This is worldwide.
Do you remember? Because I never really had that ice creams. I know somebody in the comments know. Leave your comments below. Let me know.
Know it. Take me back to my original timeline, please. Please take me back to my original timeline.
So we're going to see if it's true that Oreo cookies are so filled with toxins that they will not burn when you hit them with a blowtorch. This is the real deal, guys. We're not playing around here. We're going to see what really happened. Okay, so here's our first Oreo, and we're just going to do a quick 1/2 second blast, and nothing really happens there. So here's our second Oreo. We're going to do about 1 to 2 seconds. And again, still nothing happens. Okay, I'm going to increase the video speed for you guys so you're not just waiting around. So that was a 5-second blast right there, and still nothing. This is kind of interesting. All right, we're going to kick it up to about a 10 to 12 second blast here on this next one. And still nothing. Okay, notice the wood is burning, but the Oreo is really not. Okay, we're going to do a full 30-second blast on this last one here. And oh my God, I just can't believe this. This is crazy. The wood is on fire. The Oreo is barely destroyed. This is the solid cookie right there. That was 30 whole seconds. Look at this. It didn't even really burn. In fact, you could still see Oreo. Look at this. This stuff on the inside is barely melting. The wood is trash, but the cookie stays strong. Wow. This is how toxic our food source is. And many of these toxins that we have eaten over the years, they bioaccumulate, meaning they get stored in our body and have the potential to create disease and obesity.
Think of it this way. If the apocalypse ever come, we know exactly what to grab to eat for some calories, Oreos and Twinkies, right?
Healthcare workers that think you're protected from robotics and AI, you're about to lose it.
Get it. Ow.
They triangulated the vein.
Yeah, boom, boom, bow, boom, 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 bow, 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 boom, boom, bow, 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 boom, boom,
Yeah, and you even get a Band-Aid.
Yeah.
We're done.
I learned my lesson. So, hey, this is Jorge from Magical Poltergeist. I know there has been a lot of people that has been telling me, oh, Jorge, you should probably back away from the Ouija board, right? But as you guys can all know, I need answers. I need some information about what all this is going on. So that's the reason why I use the Ouija board. So today, I just want to mess with the Ouija board and hopefully, you know, we get some answers. I know there's not going to be a lot of people that's going to be real upset about this, but yeah, let's do this. Right, guys? Hopefully, and keep in mind, I'm also by myself. I'm a little nervous about this, but hey, let's do this, all right? I was told open a circle 3 times. So, 1, 2, 3. Oh, and keep in mind, it is 12:40 at night, at midnight. So, all right. Is there anybody in this room with me that would like to communicate or would like to have some kind of conversation? That would like to communicate or would like to have some kind of conversation with me? Just please give me your information through this Ouija board. If you are here, please let me know you are here by... Oh, it just moved a little bit. Okay. Let me release it tighter.
If you're here, please let me know you are here. Bro, you won't even believe this. Hold on. This is not even fake. Hold on. This just flew. The glass just came off too. And it's not like it's attached to strings or none of that. What the hell is the lid? Oh, look at the lid right here. Yo, you gotta be, you cannot be playing with me. You gotta be kidding me. And there's no strings on this or nothing. That is why you stay away from Ouija boards. I'm telling you right now, stay away from these I learned my lesson. Oh hell nah, I gotta go. You guys don't hear that? Oh
Oh man. Oh, that's why you don't mess with stuff like that. Even though I think that's stage, his reaction still had me dying laughing. You just leave it alone. Even though I think this is stage, it's still hilarious how he reacted.
In Yellowstone Park got the bears acting unusual, y'all. There's a video going around of the bears leaving the Yellowstone National Park, y'all. I have never seen anything like this, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all the video and y'all let me know down below in the comments. Have y'all seen anything like this before? And I'm hearing it's not just the bears, y'all. Even the mountain lions are getting up, packing their bags, and getting on. Something ain't right, y'all. I don't know what it is. I'm not even gonna try to guess. Y'all leave y'all guess down below in the comments, though. But look at this. Look at the bears, y'all. Have y'all seen anything like this before? This shit crazy. I've never seen so many bears in one spot, all going the same way. What the hell is going on? Somebody let me know, why is this happening? Why is all the bears leaving? Do they know something we don't know? Y'all know it's a big ass volcano under that junk. Could that junk be about to erupt? That's why all the bears and other animals leaving? That's just highly suspicious, y'all. There's been other videos around the world of animals acting strange lately, but this one is at the top.
You giving hugs?
Watch closely.
Grammy.
Did you see it? Watch again. As a dark figure appears to dash by the camera, which Amanda isn't even aware of until she shares the video with her husband, who's on his way to work.
I'm Amanda Slaughter, and this is my video. You giving hugs? I was like, okay, this is kind of cute. I'm gonna send the video to my husband. He calls me literally not even a minute after I sent it and said, what are you doing? And I said, just folding laundry. Why? Did you see the video? He said, yeah, I need you to sit down and rewatch that video. I'm on my way home. Mind you, he had just left for work. You giving hugs? Grammy. I watched this video and I'm screaming, I'm crying, and I'm like, I'm not staying here tonight.
To me, that looked like somebody just ran by, but if you look at the footage, you literally don't see a reflection of that person, though obviously it's not a person because it doesn't have a reflection. Either that was edited in, or yeah, the camera picked up something that our eyes can't see. Remember, we can't see like 97% of stuff that's really going on when it comes to, wavelengths. And about the Yellowstone with the bears, I believe that's AI. And to me, that's scary how crazy Google VO3 is, because I'm assuming that's where that came from. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's AI.
ago, this MIT student created a device that allows you to have the entire internet in your head. But today, he's nowhere to be found. A year before Elon Musk's Neuralink was even founded, Arnav Kapoor was building a non-invasive wearable device that essentially acts as a Google search for your brain. In an interview he did with 60 Minutes, for example, he was asked what's the largest city in Bulgaria and what's its population. He then proceeds to silently ask the computer, and then hears the answer through vibrations transmitted through his skull and into his inner ear.
Sofia, 1.21 million? That is correct.
This device went on to be a sensation. He was invited to do a TED Talk, dozens of interviews, and it even won awards at MIT. But the strange part is that despite this happening 5 years ago, and arguably the fastest 5 years of growth for AI tech, the alter ego device, or Arnav, are nowhere to be found. He has not been active on Twitter, Instagram, or LinkedIn, and the most recent interview I could find was about a month ago, but it doesn't include any information about where he or his device is now. However, in the meantime, Neuralink has been FDA approved, successfully implanted into the first human patient.
I would definitely wear that, but I damn sure wouldn't get no Neuralink. There's no way I'm putting something in my head, especially from Musk. I'm not putting it on for nobody. That is crazy. But like wearing a thing like this, yeah, that's pretty cool. It's a shame we don't have something like that, because that would be very useful in a lot of scenarios. I think only thing I could think of is maybe he didn't want to be in the light and he just like making stuff and disappeared. But if we go down a darker reason for it, maybe he missing for that tech. Don't you think it's a little weird? A year later, Musk came up with something similar, but more invasive. I'm convinced that big companies will buy or take better ideas than they currently have, get the patent for it, and just won't research it anymore, and then make something else that's similar to it. And then so they can come off like being a genius or whatever.
Really want to say it's demonic. Like, I really do. I know it's just gross. I know it's weird, but this is wicked. Lilo and Stitch meat. Hey, yo, Stitch meat. Bro, I'm going to just go ahead off the bat and just say this is demonic, just because how wicked and twisted somebody had to be to sit down, watch that Lilo and Stitch movie, probably even saw the cartoon growing up, and say to themselves, wow, we should really make Stitch meat. Like, I would love to know what Stitch tastes like. Like I would like to pretend I'm munching on Stitch. Like, what kind of wicked individual, what kind of sick, twisted joke is this? Like, I know he didn't sit down with his board of directors. This was one person at the office, bored and nasty. You feel what I'm saying? And what child, this is not selling. What child is gonna pass by this aisle? You're just trying to make children cry. This is demonic. That's why they want to put fear and just sadness in children. They're gonna pass by. They're gonna be like, oh, mama, they couldn't Stitch. Already almost in the movie, right? And then all the kids was crying. Now they gonna see him packed up like a vegetable. Who packed him up? When you serve up that blue meat with rice and beans, bro, I promise you right now, that's a plate of food that God is not blessing, bro. Don't pray for that food. Don't do it. The Bible says in the last days they'll think of creative ways to sin, and I feel like this is one of them. And at the bottom it says plant foods. Let it be a vegan. Of course it was one of them vegan people. They act like they love animals, but really they want to eat Stitch and every other animal in the world. Now you sitting down cooking blue meat in your house. Only God knows the diabolical mixture of different animals that y'all did. First of all, when meat is a different color, you throw it out. Like when your meat is blue, I'm not even gonna finish that sentence. This is diabolical. This is nasty. Stitch meat? Nah, bro, demonic. I'm gonna go ahead and label it demonic.
Jack! In June of 2024, a group of ghost hunters began exploring Old Liberty High in Ohio when they began to hear gunshots. Now Jake and his friend were the only two on the property at the time. However, they're in opposite ends of the building, so they call out for each other. And after finding a safe place, they call the police. But that's where this gets even stranger, because this school is said to be haunted, and the police end up with their own encounter. Take a look.
I'm at the Old Liberty High School. There's shots fired. Please come here quick.
Thank you all. Yep. Look over here.
You guys armed at all?
No, we have nothing.
Are you the callers?
Yes. Yeah, we are.
So what happened?
Well, we're in
Back here.
we're in here filming a ghost video of all things, and I was kind of standing down here in the cellar, and it sounded like it had to have been like in this parking lot, just like 7 shots. So I ran up to him where he was up in the gymnasium, and we just heard like rattling on the door, and that's when we were like, yeah, we should probably call. The gunshots were all here. The rattling on the door and the footsteps were in the gymnasium, which is right over here.
Sheriff's Office, security room, make yourself known.
Now it should be noted that all of Jake's equipment is still recording inside, as they were in a hurry to leave. And as the police move in to clear the building, this happens.
Sheriff's Office, security room, make yourself known. There's nobody in there, but there's something in there.
Are you serious? For real?
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean? What?
Let me just.
For real?
So right there on the second floor,
Yes.
we were looking this way.
Sorry to pause for a moment, but to me, that just has to be crazy that the cops showed up and they were freaked out and they came back out. Either these aren't real cops, which I don't think so. I think they're real. But the fact that you heard what they were saying is something weird is going on.
I heard pitter patter like that along that, what would that be? The east wall.
Yeah.
And then he hears it at the end of the hallway. And as I'm taking my light down, I see something go like
No
across.
way. Are you guys dead ass?
Swear.
Yeah,
And
body
we were
cam?
like, no. But we were talking about you guys. We were like, let's just black out for a second. So we went completely black in there. And all of a sudden we heard movement behind us and we just ran.
For real?
Because there's nobody in there.
Okay. Dude. No,
I watch this stuff on YouTube.
Do you guys?
The Estes method and all that stuff.
Dude, that's what we do. We have a channel. Yeah, we have a channel. Yeah.
What channel are you guys?
Spirit Stalkers.
Spirit Stalkers.
Yep.
I'll watch it. I've never seen anything like that before.
No.
That's actually scared me.
Good luck. Damn. All right. Well, great.
So if you guys need anything else or hear anything else,
yeah.
Preferably if it's a human being, let us know.
Yeah, definitely.
Now Jake and his partner quickly gather their equipment and get out of there. But after posting this, someone had commented that her husband was one of the deputies that night, and that he still talks about this night because of how creeped out he was. I recommend watching the full thing over on their channel. I'll tag it below.
Yeah, if you're interested in that video, go check out that channel. I've never seen that channel. I don't really watch ghost stuff like that. Because most time I just think it's staged. I think I've only seen one that I thought could be real. But most of them are staged. That one seemed like it could be. I don't think it was any actors, but let me know if I'm wrong in the comments, please. But that's all the videos I have for today. Hope you have an excellent day, and I'll catch you in the next one.